What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated Tony TGD, and I'm just coming at you with a little video detailing my experience meeting Doug Walker. Now, I know a lot of people have said things about Doug over the years. He's been embroiled in a lot of controversy being part of that guy with the glasses. We had that whole change the channel movement come up. A lot of people saying a lot of things about Doug. But you know what? I've never had a bad experience with him. I've only met him one time, and he was very friendly, very polite. His brother Rob was there too. Met him. Got pictures with both of them. But this wasn't a normal meeting. This wasn't a meet and greet. This wasn't a convention. I didn't catch him outside of a hallway somewhere. Go on the way to a convention. He wasn't at a hotel getting ready for a talk. This was a little bit different, a little bit strange. In fact, had Doug Walker been a jerk to me, I would have completely understand, and you will too as soon as I tell you the story. So let me set things up. It was about 7 or 8 years ago. I was down at the local Six Flags here in Illinois, just enjoying the day with the family, riding the rides, and we were heading home. We were getting ready to leave. We said, you know what, we've had enough of this. Kids are acting up, tired, kind of hot, didn't really want to be there. So we're heading home. We're getting ready to leave when my wife, or the wife at the time, she's the ex-wife now, but she said, "Why don't you ride the carousel, ride the merry-go-round with the kid?" So I said, "You know what? Okay, let's do this one last ride before we leave." So I hop on the carousel with the kid. The kid don't want to ride on the horses. She's very very cranky, very insistent. So we sit in one of those little like wagons, the horses pulling the little wagon thing. We're sitting there and enjoying the ride. It's really boring. Music sucks. Like I said, it's hot. It's uncomfortable. Then I see something. I see something odd, something that I didn't expect. Sitting in front of me on the carousel is none other than Doug Walker, the nostalgia critic. And oh my god, I lost my fucking shit. You would have swore I was some teenage girl who had just seen Justin Bieber because I was fucking screaming, going, oh my god, he's fucking right there. Look who's there. Oh my god. And you know what? I don't do this normally. I'm not someone who's starstruck, someone who really cares about celebrities or whatever. For some reason, I guess the day was just perfect. It hit me, and I was just screaming and yelling. And of course, when the ride stops, so I walk up to Doug, and I'm a bit taller than him. I'm quite a bit larger than he is. So I mean, if Doug had maced me as I came screaming at him, this big 6'2", 250-pound Mexican, I would have completely understood it. But no, he was just laughing. He shook my hand. He said, nice to meet you. And we started exiting the ride. And the lady, she's running the ride. She's looking at us and she's wondering, why am I freaking out? So she looks at me. She goes, "Is that guy famous? Is that guy famous?" And Doug turns to her and he says, "Nah, I'm just a nobody. I'm nobody." And he gets off. And we both get off the ride, and I thought that was the end of it. You know, in the moment, I didn't even ask for a picture, an autograph, nothing. I was so freaked out to see him in the wild, to see him at Six Flags that it didn't even occur to me to try to get something, a picture taken with him. So we're just walking away, and I'm telling the old lady, oh shit, Nostalgia Critic was on the thing. Cause, I mean, at that point, I was watching him like every day. My kid watched him with us. You know, uh, I really enjoyed his early work. And so we're walking away to go to the car, and he comes up to us, him and Rob. He says, "Hey, would you like to have a picture with us? Would you like to take a picture with me and my brother Rob? And because I know you're a big fan. And you know what? That was something he didn't have to do. He didn't have to come up to me and offer to take a picture. He didn't have to say, you know what, I understand that you were a little freaked out and you probably forgot about asking, but let's take a picture. And he did that. He took a picture with me, and Rob took a picture with me, and like I said, they shook my hand again and thanked me for being a fan. He was kind of laughing that I told him my kid watched the Nostalgia Critic with me, and he was a little you could tell he was a little freaked out because my kid was a little young at the time, so he was probably thinking, man, why is this like 7 year old kid watching the Nostalgia Critic? He was probably like, man, some of my stuff isn't really family appropriate, but yeah, you watch stuff on YouTube, your kid watches it with you. And like I said, he was very polite, very nice. He didn't have to do it. The man was on his day off. He was just walking around the park. And in fact, it was so freaky, I didn't even call him Doug Walker. I kept referring to him as the Nostalgia Critic. And later on, I would find out that a lot of people said that he hated that. He was very insistent to be called Doug. But he didn't do any of that with me. He was very polite, very nice. He didn't try to correct me. He didn't try to talk down to me or act like he was better than me. In fact, he was just a normal guy who saw a fan and he, took a picture with him, and I appreciated that. And so all the people that say that Doug Walker is a heartless asshole or he's a terrible human being, from my perspective, those people couldn't be more wrong. Because that time that I met Doug Walker, he made my day. He was a decent human being. He was a nice man, and I only had a good experience with him. And I know it's only one, but that's all it takes. Well, that's all I got to say about that. Just wanted to share my experience. Now, if this audio is not too good on this video or any videos going forward, I would like to direct your attention to Mike Martinez because he was the only one to comment on the last video to let us know that the audio was good. So if it isn't good, you can direct your comments over at Mike. And as we say on the channel, love, peace, booty grease, and we out this bitch.